Officer Shane, and I believe he's the patrol officer that actually met the mom at Booker's apartment after she had broke up in there, right? All right, guys. If you're new here, I appreciate you for joining in. Thanks to all the mods. Thanks to the chat, right? Because this only works with the chat, right? And the mods that keep us safe. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you for joining. I hope you enjoy yourself and find some interesting information and learn something new today, right? And let's take this to trial. I think this is definitely going to trial, but we'll see. We'll let them continue to present this evidence. Here we go, guys.
And why were you called to that location?
I was dispatched to that location upon request to check an apartment that possibly was broken into. We were told to make sure no one was inside the residence because no one was allowed inside the residence, and to make sure that it was also secured.
Do you know who made that request?
DeAndre Booker.
Do you know what his relation to the apartment would have been?
His primary residence.
So a person by the name of DeAndre Booker called and said, hey, can you please go check on my apartment?
Correct.
Did you come into contact with that person when you were at the apartment on January 4th?
No.
So what happened when you got there?
When I got to the apartment, I was with one of my partners. I noticed that the door was ajar slightly.
Let me back up a second. You mentioned a partner.
Yes.
Were you working alone or did you have a partner in your car when you got there?
I was assigned a single man car. I met my partner there.
Do you recall the name of who met you there?
Officer Crowd. Crowd.
Were you in full uniform
Correct.
and a fully marked scout car?
Yes.
Did you have a body worn camera?
Yes.
To your knowledge, was it on and operational when you were at that apartment? Yes?
Yes.
So you said you met up with Officer Crowd at 26069?
Yes.
Just the two of you?
Just the two of us at first.
At first, okay. So what happens when you get there? Where did you go?
We went to the upstairs apartment. Like I said, I had noticed that the door was slightly ajar.
Do you remember the apartment number that you went to?
I believe it was V202.
So the door was slightly ajar?
Correct.
What happened when you walked up to that door? What did you do?
My first instinct was this door looks unlocked. I went to go touch it, and when I did, the door opened up freely.
What happened next?
I called in, announced myself as Roseville police. Anyone that was inside was to come out. I didn't see or hear anyone at the time. I did wait for Officer Benefield to arrive on scene so that we could go clear the apartment.
So why did you wait for more officers?
Policy.
And you said you were waiting for Officer Benefield?
Correct.
Did he come?
Yes.
Did anybody else come?
Other officers did show up. Officer Byarski, Officer Timber, now Lieutenant Truella.
So what happened after all the officers show up?
We went inside to conduct a security sweep, make sure that no one was inside the apartment.
And what happened when you went in the apartment?
I made a right into the apartment, made a right down the hallway, and then I made a left into the first room, which happened to be the bathroom.
Was anybody in the bathroom?
No.
So at this point, are you searching for evidence?
No.
So what are you looking for?
I'm looking for anything that looks out of place, any signs of that anyone had been into the apartment.
Are you looking for any people?
Yes, I'm looking for people.
So what do you see when you walk in the bathroom? Anything?
When I walked in the bathroom, first thing I noticed was a jug of bleach and sitting on the counter. I also noticed in the bathtub, the drain cover had been removed and was in the center of the bathtub.
Did that stand out to you?
It definitely did. It stood out to me as
Thank you so much, Films. Now y'all know if y'all receive that gifted membership, names must be named. Let's spam that chat with thank you, Film, right? Thank you so much, Film. We truly appreciate it. It's growing and growing, right? Happy Sunday.
suspicious, not something ordinarily.
Did you make any other initial observations while you were in the bathroom?
I did. I approached the bathtub to check out why the drain was there, and there's many reasons why someone would have that. I did notice on the north end of the tub there were what appeared to me 2 drips of blood.
So what did you do at that point?
At that point, I backed out. I told Lieutenant Torella, "Hey, I believe I have blood in the bathroom," and at that point, all of us exited the apartment, and I waited till Lieutenant Torella got a hold of the Detective Bureau
And what was the purpose of doing that?
to preserve any evidence that was inside the apartment.
Did you ever go back into that apartment that day?
I did.
So how did that come about?
Lieutenant Torella contacted the Detective Bureau. Detective Bureau drafted up a search warrant for the apartment based on what I observed during the security sweep. And then I was met with Detective Lieutenant Beamer and Detective Westbrook.
So what happened when they arrived on the scene? What did you do?
Once they arrived on scene, I had Officer Bayersky and Officer Kimber help me process the apartment for evidence.
Did they had a search warrant at that time?
Correct.
So I believe I just spoke with defense counsel, Your Honor. I have a kind of a batch stipulation. It's people's proposed exhibits 8 through 62. They are all photographs that Officer Navazzi took that day. I did show them to defense counsel prior to court and then just now as well. And I believe he's agreeing to admit them just for purposes of preliminary examination.
Your Honor, for purposes of the preliminary examination only, would stipulate to the admission of the exhibit subject to a later challenge with regard to the search.
Those are exhibits 8 through 62.
Yes,
They will be admitted.
thank you.
Welcome.
So when you went to the apartment that day, were you in a patrol capacity or evidence tech when they got the search warrant?
I was technically both. I was patrol and evidence.
What did you do as far as evidence tech duties when you got to the apartment? Did you take photos?
I did.
So I'm gonna show you what's been admitted as People's Exhibit 8. Tell us about this photo.
So this is the front door to the apartment complex.
And this is 26069 Pinehurst.
Correct.
So then when you arrive at the apartment, you take this photo initially, correct? What's the
Correct.
purpose of that?
It's to show where I'm actually at.
So what do you do next?
Next, I go inside the apartment complex and I start taking photos.
So then we're gonna go to People's Exhibit 9. What do we have here?
This is a stairway leading up to apartment B202.
That's the view when you walk in the front door, correct?
Correct.
And then we have People's Exhibit 10. What is this?
That is the apartment number.
This is the one that there was a search warrant executed at?
Correct.
And we have People's Exhibit 11. Tell us about this.
So this is a photo from that front door of the apartment looking into the main living room.
Is this when you first walk in the door?
Yes.
This is directly what you see, is that correct?
Yes, this is directly what you see.
So, and when you're taking pictures like this, are you looking for anything specific or are you doing it just to show the room or is it something else?
So these are my initial photographs. These are to show the living room as I found it.
And this is People's Exhibit 12. What's in this photo?
This is the rest of the living room. This is from the opposite corner.
And again, are you taking this for any purpose or just to show? the
This is
layout?
just to show the layout of the apartment.
So we're gonna go to People's Exhibit 13. Tell us about this.
So this is a photograph of the laptop sitting on the table. This is a faraway view to show what it was sitting on top of.
And then People's Exhibit 14, what is in this photo?
So this is a closer up photo of the laptop, which was taken for evidence.
And we're gonna go to People's Exhibit 15. Tell us about this photo.
So this photo is from that corner, starting to turn and look into the kitchen area.
When you say that corner, you mean
The corner where the laptop was.
14? Okay.
Correct.
So then you're facing, when you're standing in that corner, you said you're facing, this is the view you're facing?
Yeah.
And then People's Exhibit 16, what do we have here?
This is a photo of the kitchen.
And is this, again, showing the path throughout the apartment, or is there anything of note?
This is, at this time, just to show the path, or the layout of the apartment.
Moving on to People's Exhibit 17, what do we have here?
So this is a photo down the hallway, leading into the back bedroom.
In relation to the kitchen in number 16, where is this hallway?
So the hallway would be straight to the right of the kitchen.
And then People's Exhibit 18, what do we have here?
It's from the middle of the hallway, leading into the bedroom, showing the pathway.
Okay. And then People's Exhibit 19, what do we have here?
This is the main bedroom of the apartment.
So this is, again, showing layout or anything specific?
It's showing layout.
People's Exhibit 20,
So this is from the opposite corner of the main bedroom, showing the layout.
and then People's Exhibit 21.
So this is a picture leading into the bathroom.
When you arrived the first time when you were just doing the security sweep, does this picture reflect what you saw when you saw the bathroom?
Yes,
So this is how it looked when you first walked in.
yes,
And when you had testified that what caught your eye was a bottle of bleach,
correct.
is that reflected in this photo?
Yes,
That's the one on the countertop?
correct.
So we have People's Exhibit 22. What do we have here?
So this is a photo leading towards the bathtub. This is standing from the doorway into the bathroom.
And is this photo for just to show anything specific, or again, just to show?
This is just to show a layout of the bathroom.
So we have People's Exhibit 23. What do we have here?
This is from the bathtub pointing back towards the doorway, showing the layout.
And then People's Exhibit 24.
This is showing what was behind that door.
And People's Exhibit 25.
This is to show that there was no towels or anything on the towel rack itself.
Is there anything else about this photo or this area of the bathroom that had caught your attention?
So once I got the search warrant, I was going through. What I noticed on the walls were swirl marks, which appeared to be from someone wiping it down. They looked relatively fresh, in my opinion, but it definitely looked like someone had just cleaned the wall.
Is that shown anywhere in this photo that you can see?
You can see some swirls down at the lower left of the corner.
Okay, so you're pointing at the bottom left corner.
Yes.
And then we have People's Exhibit 26. What do we have here?
So this is to show the drain and the drain cover.
And this is what you saw when you first entered the bathroom?
Correct.
And then People's Exhibit 27. What do we have here?
So this is a closer view overall of the bathtub.
And People's Exhibit 28.
This is just more showing the bathtub itself and how it appeared to me that it had been cleaned.
And for layout as well.
And for layout, yes.
People's Exhibit 29. What are we looking at?
So in this one, this is the north end of the tub where I had located some drops of blood.
And People's Exhibit 30. What are we looking at here?
This is just a north end of the tub there. You could see a little bit closer view of two drops.
Just another angle.
Just another angle.
People's Exhibit 31. What are we looking at here?
This is a closer view of the drain, more of an overhead view.
Is there a reason that you took a picture at this view?
So unfortunately with my camera, from what I could see, there looked like there appeared to be something in the bottom of the drain, and I was trying to capture that with this photo.
And it's not reflected in this photo?
It's not reflected in this photo.
But you could see it?
Yes.
So People's Exhibit 32, what are we looking at here?
This is to show another large bottle of bleach that was inside the bathroom.
People's Exhibit 33, what are we looking at here?
So this is a closer view of the drain using lighting.
And the point of taking this photo
Is
was,
to see down the drain.
and then People's Exhibit 34, what do we have?
Even closer view, trying to capture what I was seeing down in the bottom of the drain before I removed it.
So do these pictures accurately show what you were actually seeing? Are they able to reflect what your eyes were seeing?
So with this photo here, in the top quadrant of that drain is what I could see clearly. Unfortunately, for some reason, my camera was focused more on the cross hatching of the
Yeah.
drain itself.
Okay, so you're talking about the top
The,
right.
the top, yeah, the top right.
All right, so People's Exhibit 35, what do we have here?
That is the debris that I pulled out of the drain that had caught my eye, that I was trying to reflect with all the other photos.
So when you were looking at the drain, you said something caught your eye. What did you do to investigate that?
So once I noticed, I believe something was in the drain, I had put my clean gloves on. I grabbed a sterile cotton swab. I used the other end of it to try to dig out this debris. And I also used a clean pair of plastic tweezers.
And is this what came out of the drain?
That is exactly what came out of the drain.
Did you preserve that in any way or put it on evidence so that it could be processed?
I did put it on evidence.
Was that turned over to the lab to your knowledge?
Not to my knowledge. I'm not sure.
But you know you packaged it and processed it pursuant to your policy.
Correct.
So moving on to People's Exhibit 36, what do we have here?
That is the large bottle of bleach that was next to the bathtub.
People's Exhibit 37. What are we looking at?
This is some of the drops of blood that were in the bathtub.
Is this what originally caught your eye?
Correct.
Now, People's Exhibit 38, what are we looking at?
That is one of the drops next to a ruler.
And this is inside the bathtub?
That's inside the bathtub.
People's Exhibit 39, what are we looking at here?
Drop of blood on the outside of, I believe it was the bathtub.
People's Exhibit 40, what are we looking at?
That is a ruler next to that drop.
People's Exhibit 41, what are we looking at?
Ruler next to more drops of blood.
So are
Over.
these are different drops than the ones we've already looked at?
Correct.
So you noticed several different drops of suspected blood throughout the bathroom, is that what you're saying?
So once I had started looking around the bathroom, processing it, I started to notice that there were more than just the 2 drops of blood within the bathroom itself, and they weren't just local to the bathtub itself.
So what are we looking at here?
So in this photo, this is the vanity down on the bottom, and along the cupboard there observed multiple drops.
People's Exhibit 43.
That is along the bottom base of that vanity.
Now, when you're looking at this vanity in 42, is that right next to the tub or is that somewhere else in the bathroom?
So it's actually next to the toilet. So it'd be in the east part of the bathroom.
So there were drops of suspected blood in multiple areas of the bathroom, correct?
Correct.
So we're looking at People's Exhibit 44. Where is this?
That's on the vanity. And that's a ruler next to some of the spatter.
People's Exhibit 45. What are we looking at?
That's more drops of blood.
In a different area?
It's along the vanity area.
Along the vanity, but different from what we've looked at.
Correct.
People's Exhibit 46.
That's a ruler next to those.
People's Exhibit 47. What do we have here?
It's more blood. I believe that was also near the vanity as well.
Okay, and these are different than the drops that we've already looked at.
Correct.
People's Exhibit 48. What do we have here?
That is on the vanity door. It's more suspected blood with a ruler next to it.
And these are different from the drops we've already looked at, correct?
Correct.
People's Exhibit 49. What are we looking at?
So that is suspected blood droplets right at the base of the vanity. In front of it if you were facing the sink.
Okay, is that on the floor, the vanity, or
It's
something else?
on the floor itself.
So we have a different location for the
Correct.
drops. And then People's Exhibit 50.
That is a ruler next to those drops.
People's Exhibit 51. What are we looking at here?
So this is at the beginning of the hallway leading from the living room down towards the primary bedroom. It is a measurement And it's also just to show that there was something on the wall, the different angle to show it.
Is this, so this is separate from the bathroom, is that what you're saying?
Correct.
So where is this, you said it was in the hallway?
Yep.
Can you tell in the picture where in the house it is? Like, is it next to the bathroom? Is it, which way would the bedroom be?
So if I'm looking at this, the bedroom would have been straight down the hallway. You had your towel closet, and then right around the corner there would have been your bathroom.
Okay, so just so I'm clear, because I
Yes.
know you're pointing and we're looking
I
at different
know,
angles, right?
yes.
So if you are standing and looking straight on at the door,
Yes,
the bathroom you're saying is to the right around the corner,
yes.
and then to the left of that, so let's say where this Nike box is,
That would be the back corner of the living room.
the living room, okay. So what are we looking at? This is People's Exhibit 52.
So that is suspected blood on the towel closet that was in the hallway,
Outside of the, around the corner from the bathroom.
around the corner from the bathroom.
People's Exhibit 53, what are we looking at?
This is just a closer measurement of those droplets.
People's Exhibit 54, what are we looking at?
It appeared to be a blood smear on the hallway wall itself, right
Now-
next to the closet.
Okay, so this hallway, you said next to the closet, would that be on the side going towards the bathroom or the side going towards the living
Be the side going towards the living room.
room? People's Exhibit 55, what are we looking at?
This is a measurement of that smear.
People's Exhibit 56, what are we looking at here?
That is a mop that was found in the coat closet along the right side of the hallway if you were looking towards the bedroom.
Now, these drops of suspected blood that we went through, all of the various ones, did you take any swabs of them, any samples to be tested, anything like that?
Yes.
Of all of them or some of them? Or?
I took some from the bathtub. I took some from the vanity. I believe I also took some from the hallway itself.
All right, People's Exhibit 57, what are we looking at here?
So this is the cupboard in the kitchen. It was to show that there are two different types of garbage bags within the apartment itself.
And did that stand out to you in any way?
It did, with the hefty storage bags being a newer box, and it appeared that in the rest of the apartment, the lavender color bags had been used everywhere else.
Okay, so you saw bags that matched the lavender pink in other places in the apartment?
Yes.
Did you see any black garbage bags in any other places in the apartment?
The only other place it was in the garbage can that was next to the kitchen.
Did you look in that garbage can?
I did.
Did you find anything?
I did not.
So was it a new bag or an old bag?
Sorry. It was a new bag that was put in the garbage can.
And just so I'm clear, that would be. Right, just gonna- Sorry. Is that the garbage you're referring to?
Yes.
Okay, and this is a brand new bag that you moved?
That was a brand new bag.
No, Exhibit 15. I think it is. Now we're looking at People's Exhibit 58. What do we have here?
It's a black winter jacket that was on the couch in the living room.
Can you tell what brand it is?
I believe it was Hilfiger.
Can you tell anything about whether it's a man's coat or women's coat, anything like that?
It was a male coat or men's coat.
Do you know the size?
I do not remember the size. I know it was a smaller size.
Okay. And you took a photo of this, obviously.
Yep.
Did you do anything else with it?
We did take it for evidence.
People's Exhibit 59. What are we looking at here?
Those are yellow dish gloves that were on the couch in the living room.
And then People's Exhibit 60.
Those are the yellow dish gloves.
And those were those on the couch when you walked in on January 4th.
Correct.
What did you do, if anything, with those?
Those were also collected.
People's Exhibit 61. Can you tell us what's in this?
It is a handgun that was underneath the same couch that the gloves were found on.
And what did you do when you found this handgun?
After I took photos, we made it safe and we collected it for evidence.
And then People's Exhibit 62, what do we have here?
So these are documents that show residency of DeAndre Booker.
And where were these found?
Found in the main bedroom.
And that has the defendant's name and the address of 26069 Pinehurst?
Correct.
What was the purpose of taking that?
The purpose was to establish residency.
I have just a moment, Your Honor. I have nothing further at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. I just can't see that part. What is the address on regarding residency?
Do you want the officer to read it or?
Yes.
Okay. It says 26069 Pinehurst Apartment B202, Roseville, Michigan 48066.
Mr. Lang?
Officer Nabozny, the first time you went to this residence was in the afternoon of January 5th, correct?
Correct.
And I would be correct in stating that you did not personally speak with Mr. Booker about why he wanted somebody to take a look at his apartment, correct?
Correct.
So the information you had about why you were there on the afternoon of January 4th was relayed to you by some other officer, correct?
It was relayed to me through my dispatch.
And I would assume that it's relayed to you by dispatch, and dispatch has relayed something from some other officer to you.
No, dispatch received a call from someone who claimed to be DeAndre Booker, and then dispatch sent me to the apartment to go check on it.
Do you know if any police officer spoke to Mr. Booker prior to you going to his apartment on January 4th?
I have no knowledge.
Do you know, other than what dispatch told you as to why you were being there, did you have any other information as to what Mr. Booker actually told somebody about why he wanted the police to go to the apartment?
The only notes I had came from my dispatch.
Do you know if Mr. Booker's only purpose for the police to be at his apartment on Saturday afternoon of January 4th was to lock his door because he thought it was broken into?
And I'm object to speculation at this point, Your Honor. He can only testify to what he is told, not to what the defendant is thinking.
I'm asking if he knows anything about that.
I'll sustain the objection. Speculative.
Were you and Officer Crow the first officers to go to that apartment on January 4th?
As far as I know, yes.
When you went to the apartment on January 4th, did you know that officers from your department and Warren had been into the apartment the night before on January 3rd?
I did not have knowledge of that, no.
When did you find that out?
After I had already been through and was waiting on a subpoena. Or not a subpoena, I'm sorry, search warrant.
to get into the apartment, you have to go through a locked outside door, correct?
Correct.
And then up the stairs to Mr. Booker's particular apartment.
Correct.
Did somebody let you into the outside door to access the apartments?
One of the other residents had let us in.
And specifically, was it a gentleman who lived in the apartment directly underneath Mr. Booker's apartment?
I believe it was, yes.
Now, when you went upstairs to his apartment, you said you noticed that the door was ajar.
Correct.
Was it actually closed?
So when I got up there, it was partially open or ajar. And if I were to knock on the door to see if anyone was home, I would have pushed the door further than when I had just gently pushed it.
Okay. Did you actually turn the knob on the door to get it to open?
No.
And what did you do to get the door open so you could see inside?
If I remember correctly, I used my two fingers to kind of gently push it.
You made a little push and it opened.
Correct.
Now, you said you didn't go into the apartment right then and there. You waited for a while.
Maybe a minute or two. I did announce Roseville police, and for anyone that was inside to come out.
And you got no response to that, correct?
There was no response.
So when you saw that this door was ajar, did that confirm to you that somebody had broken into his apartment?
I thought it'd be a possibility, yes.
And you said you eventually went into the apartment to see if there was anybody inside?
Correct. We did do what's called a protective sweep.
Do you know approximately when you actually came to the apartment building? Do you know what time it was?
I don't remember the approximate time now. I know it was like early afternoon.
Did you said you were waiting for some other officers to come before you actually went inside?
So I knew Officer Benefield wasn't too far away. I was waiting for him to show up to assist with the protective sweep. I'd also let my dispatch know I did have an open door, which then more officers came to the address to assist.
Do you know how long you waited before you actually went into the apartment?
A couple minutes, if that.
So I take it when you first go in to do this protective sweep, you have your guns drawn, correct?
Correct.
And you're basically going and probably have backup to make sure that if you look right, that person's looking left to make sure that nobody's surprising you, correct?
Correct.
And you're looking for human beings is what you're primarily looking for when you do this sweep, correct?
Correct.
And when you did this sweep, you found no other people in the apartment, correct?
Correct.
And you noticed these small amounts of blood while you were looking for people.
Correct.
Do you know how long it was that you were in the apartment before you actually saw the blood?
It was relatively quick. I don't know an exact time for you.
Within seconds or within minutes?
I'd say within a minute or two.
At some point in time, you said you saw this, you thought this blood was unusual, and you decided to have everybody leave the apartment, correct?
My lieutenant was the one that told us, ordered us all out of the apartment. I had relayed to him that I possibly found something.
Okay. And then you guys stood outside the apartment until such time as a search warrant was
Correct.
issued, correct? Okay. And then you said you went back in the apartment to collect all this evidence,
Correct.
and that was some hours later, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, maybe 7, 8 o'clock at night.
It was later in the night. Correct.
I'm sorry.
It was later. I don't know the specific time, but
Okay.
it was.
But it was later.
It was
at
later
night.
in the
It was a
evening.
few hours that went by.
Yes.
Now, while you were waiting, you were in communication with other officers about what was going on, correct?
Yes.
And is that when you found out that other officers had been into the apartment on the night of January 3rd to do a protective sweep?
Yes.
And as far as you knew at that time, that the officers who went in on January 3rd did not find anything unusual in their sweep on January 3rd, correct?
Correct.
They didn't report seeing any of this blood, correct?
As far as I know, they didn't.
Um, And would I be correct in stating that shortly after you exited the apartment, waiting for the search warrant, that a maintenance worker came to the apartment?
Yes.
I believe his name was Doug, correct?
Correct.
And he said he was there to secure the door, correct?
Yes.
To lock the door at the behest of Mr. Booker, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And was he allowed to do that?
No.
So you told him you weren't gonna allow, I don't know if you told him, but he was told that he couldn't lock the door because now it was a crime scene,
Correct.
or a suspected crime scene.
Right.
were you informed that the, window by the outside entry door was broken prior to your entering the apartment that afternoon?
I believe it was Doug that had mentioned that he had just fixed the window. When I showed up, the window was not broken.
And did you look at the door to Mr. Booker's apartment to see if there was any damage to it or any evidence that it may have been kicked in or broken in?
Yes.
And did you find any evidence or damage to that effect to the door?
I didn't see any evidence that the door had been forced open.
Any further questions? Mr.
Yeah,
Chairman?
I'm trying to pull up a piece of video.
Judge, I'm not sure what purpose that Mr. Lang is using the video. Is he entering it as an exhibit or what's?
I will tell you.
I mean, we're watching a video right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get to it. Your Honor, can we take a minute?
Sure.
Take a break.
Take a short
Sorry.
break. One of the parties come up. Do you want to call it in this thing?
No,
Okay, so,
this is all we have to do.
okay, that's fine, I just wanted to know.